Well, hello. Thank you everybody for coming. Hi, today I'm talking about foreign policy. Even though many criticize and describe Obama's foreign policy to Syria as a failure and accuse him of not being involved enough, I will bring you some facts in this speech that no one talks about when criticizing Obama's foreign policy. And will make you realize why we have to be cautious about this crisis in Syria. The goals of the United States policy should be to end violence in Syria, help build a democratic government, and protect the human rights of its citizens, especially the minorities like the Kurds, Alawites, and Christians. These groups they seem to pay the highest price every time some sort of conflict happens in this side of the world. The Syrian crisis started in 2011 and picked up the world's attention right after a town where they were supposed to be filled with Bashar's opposition was bombed using chemical weapons, and we witnessed the massacre of kids, women, men of all ages. Right now there is about 12 million people that have been displaced, which is about 50% of the population. The estimate is about 320,000 innocent lives have been taken, and 1.5 million have been wounded in the middle of this war. I brought this map for a better understanding of what is happening, why Obama is not actually going direct, attacking direct Bashar's government, is because this area right here, which is outlined, it represents what is controlled by ISIS. What is happening is that all these rebel groups that are fighting against the government, they are taking off and then they're joining ISIS. And then they're using the same, let's say that we provide them with weapons and equipment to fight the government and take off Bashar. Then they're going to be using these same weapons and equipment to fight us in Iraq, which all they got to do is cross through a border that they're controlled. So far, we have provided Syria with 4.5 billion in financial aid. Obama's administration is pushing to accept 10,000 refugees by the end of the fiscal year. Only 1,500 refugees have been led into the United States because our country is having them go through multiple types of screenings and background checks to say the legitimacy of their of them being refugees, since ISIL could easily try to infiltrate our countries passing as a refugee. Most Americans want the U.S. to stop letting in Syrian refugees, even though we're witnessing the suffering of these people. We fear infiltration after the Paris attack, which, by the way, they were all European citizens and none of them were refugees from Syria. I mean, you can really blame us for that. Presidential candidates, governors, and lawmakers want to freeze the administration's resettlement program and be more aggressive towards taking al-Bashar out of power. But as I explained in this map, you can tell that is this a really I would say cautious situation, and we shouldn't approach it without thinking about anything, about everything that could happen. We have to be part of the decisions that are being made by our officials internally and externally. We have to be well informed from the political race happening in our country right now at this moment, to government actions that affect or will affect us in the near future. Political participation and discussion could be uncomfortable to talk about sometimes, but my purpose is simply to demonstrate that we have to be educated and involved no matter what and how we could look at it, and a part of political orientation. Thank you everybody for coming. Thanks.